Good afternoon, everybody. We're back. Finally, gonna give you guys some hay this season. Combine pretty close to being buttoned up, and got this side of the machine done, but there's a couple things on the other side we got to get finished up first. Other than that, we'll be ready to go. We're probably about 3 weeks out from combining at this point. We still got a long ways to go in our stuff, and honestly, there might be some corn ready to go before beans. First planting window was April 11th, so we've got kind of a wide range of stuff to work with here. But no, I'm going to hop on the tractor, the 4020, and disc mower and go mow the waterway. Dad's there quick, so Michael's going to rake that, and then we're going to bale it by the end of the week. This is the plan, so we gotta keep the tradition going of the good hay video for you. There she is, got the sprayer tucked in, pretty well winterized and ready to be stored for the winter. Get the bean head out here probably, and it should be ready to go. We had some warranty work done on it after season last year. Corn head, same story, should be pretty well good to go. The 46 sitting there all lonely. But let's get her out and get to cutting. Corn head store is pretty nice, folded up in here like so. And then I don't think I've shown off our new planter yet, but this is a 8-row 7300 planter we bought off a lot in Nebraska, the replanter as we call it. Pretty cool. Got our first cutting over there. That's most all off of this. We did cut the waterway at my place as well. Pile those up over on the waterway there. First things first, get the hydraulics going, ready to rock and roll. Done. Go back and lock her up. Boy. This thing's been through the ringer. It's probably the least favorite piece of farm equipment we have on the entire farm. I can honestly say that. Maybe a little leaky there. But should take this 2 chores quick, but I think I'll go back, get my vehicle. Gotta do chores. Dad's gone this week. Hey, what do we got here? 11 bales off there. Definitely aren't gonna have this many in equal value of small squares. first cutting, you always get more anyway, but it's also the second time we've had this is the first time we've had a second cutting off of this in the last, for sure, 4 years, probably longer than that. Maybe in 2019 we got a second cutting off it, but I don't know, I wasn't around for that. So that's gonna be that. Run through the hog barn quick, and I think I'm gonna pass you off to Michael in the break if I can talk him into it, and then we'll come out and bale some small squares for you. Real quick, I really didn't get too deep into it the other day, but when we were working on this and my four-wheeler, obviously combine we go through yearly, but like I said, I didn't properly showcase this to you guys last year. Last year was the first year we ran it. I sold it to Dad and my uncle when we were harvesting towards the end of the season in 2022. We actually put our name on it before we were done combining with the 9670, but we didn't take possession of it until after the first of the year. And then obviously last year, 2023, was the first year we ran the new machine. So we traded from our 9670 all the way up to an S780. It's about a 2020 model year S780. Combine advisor, 28.5 foot load auger, high wear packages. We put a set of the XBR2 Estes concaves in it, updated some of the lights to some LEDs. I'm trying to think what else big time up. Obviously the fore and aft on the feeder house, that's been awesome. And we got these big Hulken LSW OptiTrack Goodyear tires, which are awesome. This combine has seen about 3 years of action, and you can hardly tell they've been over what they've been over. So with the combine upgrade, we obviously updated heads. I think I showed you guys a little bit of that, or have you seen that? We got a new RD 45F, 45-foot flex draper, and then a C12F. That was a year-old corn head, folding corn head, so we can take it on the combine, fold it up down the road, and away we go. Never had a corn head cart before, so that's just one less thing we got to worry about. Bean head cart, about a 48-foot cart. It's a lot of bean head out in front of the combine. A little different, but did that. You know, yeah, 780, nice and shiny, all cleaned up, just about fully serviced and inspected, everything repaired. The other thing, PowerCast tailboard. This thing kicks out some trash. It's pretty awesome. For the 45-foot head behind in front of it, it does a great job of getting it all the way out where it needs to go. And I had one complaint. A friend of mine couldn't get his head up in there. That's where the sieves and the everything are at in the back of the combine here. You couldn't poke his head in there, or maybe it was that door. Either way, big toolbox, come on the machine from the factory. Yeah, just a cool new machine. We'll be sure to show that off this fall to you guys. Can you show everyone what you got? Show them what you got. What do you got? Oh, it's a little squirrel friend. Cute. Before I go in the hog barn, putting some cover crop on the east quarter. First time playing with cover crops. See how it goes. Just about to walk in our south hog barn, and I see a plane flying over the east quarter. We're getting cover crops put in, so I don't know how close you guys can see that, but they're going back and forth, putting some manual rye in, seeding when the corn's obviously in the field here, so we give it some time to grow. A rain would be cool to get this kick started and going, but yeah, you can just barely see some rye seed falling out of the back of the plane there. So we're gonna try it out, see how we like it, and kind of go from there. We've always been pretty conservation minded. This is just the next step, the next additional step on top of our no-till and strip-till. See if we can integrate cover crops in the mix. These pigs have finally come out of their sickness. Everyone's doing a lot better. A couple stragglers here and there, but for the most part, sickness has pretty well run its course. Sunny late afternoon, a little hog hack for you guys in the hog business, or any business where you got rubber boots. I got all 3 pairs in there, the same brand, and I spray painted the tips with blue hog marker so that way I know that are mine. They also know they're mine because there's a hole right there. Over here, we're finally selling our $13 beans at like $9 or less. Those beans have been hostage in that grain bin since last fall. Should have took them right to town, but no, we stored them. So Jim's been hauling beans all day today, and a little bit of everything for you. Okay, so next time you see us quick, be here very shortly for you. I gotta wait a day to let the hay dry down, grass dry down a little bit. Michael's gonna rake it, and I hope that he'll be willing to take the camera for that. So if not, you'll catch us on the back of a square bale rack. So stay tuned. What you did there.
Oh, the power button's on the side.
Power button's on the side, but if you click it, if it's off and you turn, like this shows it's recording there, okay. Or the red light dot there and counting up there, so like that.
Baling the waterway today. Usually we don't take 2 cuts off the waterway, but the first cut was so thick that our little 24T John Deere baler probably wouldn't have made very good bales. It wouldn't have worked very good. It would have been just too heavy for it. So we have a few 4H cabs around, so we figured we better have just a few bales for the winter time. So Harrison's here. It's his first time driving the tractor, actually doing a job with it. So he's learning. We're doing good. So hopefully we get 25 to 30 bales off, you know, the waterway. Usually if it was the first cutting, we'd probably get about 100 or more, but pretty thin second cutting, so we'll get what we get. So Harrison's bailing away. He's liking the job. Kind of tiny little light bales, but they'll work. we got 30 bales, so that's pretty good for a second cutting of little short hay. So Harrison did a good job of being the driver for the first time. Was it fun, Harrison?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yep. We got 30 bales, so something for the 4-H calves to eat this winter.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. As you can see, we're patiently waiting on the crop to get mature. Some of the neighbors' beans are turning yellow. They were planted a little bit earlier than this field at home here of ours. They have a little ways to go, but corn's starting to turn a little bit. It's starting to dry down. So I'd say another 3 weeks or so, we should be combining some beans. So everybody looks forward to the start of harvest. So yeah, hopefully another 3 weeks or so we'll be getting going on that. So I'm sure Garrett will have more videos as the time gets closer. So have a good day.